a lost media about a children's website lost over the years. That deeper, we see that it never was and never will be a children's website. Missing persons and possibly a homicide. Welcome to Chezzkids Archive. Welcome, viewer. Before starting, I just want to say thank you guys for the support on the previous video. It actually means a lot. But now, with that aside, let's go. I'm Sir Chris. I explore the internet and I make videos about it. It all starts with the presentation of who was responsible for this website, Sarah Trills. Until we go to the entrance. Here, we can see that this website is focused on children, with its vibrant colors and a friendly atmosphere. I know, you can't see it, but don't worry, because neither can I. With that, we begin to explore the games area, which from there, the website seems to be possessed. When the website finally returns, we choose the Bear minigame, where we can read a book that has an important story. Way down on the hillside of Marlin, Oregon, lived Harry the Red Cat. Every day, he tended to his crops and lived a happy life alone from anyone. One day, it was hot, and Harry saw his crops were beginning to wilt. He panicked and worried all this hard work would be for nothing. Harry knew that without rain, he couldn't have his crops to grow. So he thought, until he had an idea. To save his crops, Harry will have to take the water from his water heater and cover his farm in the water. Sure, it's boiling, but it has to work. With that, he enters and goes through the left door, until he sees a face. When we finish, we go back to the game's menu, that, when clicking on the random button, ends up in one where we will have 6 buttons, that each would give a different image. Cat, Jesus, a deformed monkey, and even a trail in the forest. In the next clip, we start the forest adventure, which its description says the following. You are wandering alone in Webster Woods. There are many secrets and treasures to be found. But watch out, tricksters are known to live in these woods. As the description said, we start in the forest where we go to the right path until we see a paper from a missing person. When we go to the left path this time, we see a secret recording of a person looking for a woman. Something's going on, because this website forces us to go back, as if it wanted to show us something. And with this, we see that the one who actually disappeared was Sarah. Over the next 4 videos, they reinforce the theory that the website is possessed, and want the viewer to remember that Sarah is missing. One more minigame, one more objective. In this one, we have to help Chester find Lola's gifts that would be scattered throughout the city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gifts. And several mysteries in mind, such as the secret door in the main house, the photo of the couple who coincidentally have the same hair as the developers, the call about the website, the tic-tac-toe faces, the bizarre error, and 2 calls, where one of them has an inverted message.
I had such a great day today. I just thank you so much for saying yes. You're really the girl for me. I promise I'm always gonna put my all out there.
And the last one.
No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Until we finally see what's behind the mysterious door, which confirms the connection between Sarah and the worm. And it ends with "We love you, Sarah." Harry's farm. In it, we have to help the Red Cat on his farm, and this one in particular is the most corrupted. Sprites disappear, numbers out of place, bluegrass, and it even destroys himself with the icons of Sarah and the other developer. In the last objective, we have to explore the forest to find Harry's tools. We found the shovel, a rusty boat, an axe, a pillow, and a notebook of poems made for Sarah. In the notebook, we found a strange poem, The Smiling Man. It tells us a story about a man who had a happy life with his children and wife, until one day he comes home and finds a paper saying goodbye, with one more poem about dating problems and one final clue. Little bitty kitty sitting in a barn, it doesn't belong. All the other animals eat on the farm. Pig, cow, horse, sheep, chicken. Maybe the farm cat likes to be in the barn for reasons other than eating the farm food. Sleeps on the hay, licks his paws, self-soothe. From here is where we explore the website's secrets. Upon entering the website, we were able to obtain various information about what Chezzkids was, such as the fact that it is a lost media, and that he has a team of people who are interested in finding out more about it. But this is where things start to get interesting. If we click on the door below, we are redirected to an unlisted video from the secondary channel, called Crying Over You, with the following messages. I don't like it when they raise their voices. I don't want to do this anymore. You have done nothing but hurt me. I'm tired. With the following description. Can I talk to you like a normal person for once? With another video with the name of 1998, where it shows us a kind of clown, which once again shows Sarah. One user thankfully deciphered the description, which reads, Sarah Trail cannot be dead. On the website, if we transfer the photo under the door, it was called The Farm. And when we click on it, we can read a conversation between Harry and Sarah, with a nice song, with the name of Under the Tree. We have another option called Nosy, that when we click on it, it says, Who are you running from? My whole tree house was right there. While underneath, it was written Blue Heart. Which once again redirects us to a video called No Cheating, where it shows us a hand without a finger. And for last, there's a page for the characters, where we can get information about them, but the robot was completely pixelated. When we click on it, we are taken to a page with a different background. We click on him again, scroll through 12 hours, and we find a pair of eyes with the name of Question. And again, we click on the robot, and we can see a message to all programmers from Sarah, saying to work harder, otherwise they were either underpaid or even fired. I think this was gasoline for the fire, because the website is full of errors. I bet they gave up. And for the last time, when we click on the robot, we are taken to a page called Woods, with the worm. That, when installing the image, it was called Crunchy, with a last conversation. We need to talk, now. God, will you calm down? You're always crying. Can you stop? I miss when you were smiling. Smile for me, please. I want you to smile. I want us to smile. Where are you going? And everything ends with this image. Call me crazy, but I feel that in this story, Harry is the smiling man, who, as we see in the poem, found Sarah's farewell paper. But it wouldn't have been the first time. That's why we see him not once, but twice in the forest looking for her. And it was probably the reason for the last conversation we saw, in which she disappears again and he probably killed her while he was angry. And when he realized it, it was too late. And for this reason, he prefers to live alone, because for those who don't know, self-soothe is referred to a behavior that someone uses to regulate their emotional state. Unfortunately, this ARG broke my ears, and I feel that the extreme blur was kinda unnecessary, but with that aside, it deserves an A.